All that shit that I show you, folks, it's just that shit. And it's not to be feared, because fear is just a figment of your imagination, folks. And when you don't live in fear, as a populace, when we all don't live in fear, then there's nothing to fear. We're not fucking frightened of anything, yeah? We're not frightened of dying. And if you're not frightened of dying, we win at life, folks. When you think about it, how I think about it, because fear is a control mechanism. And when the fear is thrown at you from like governments and all these fucking medical sources, folks, once you start fearing the things they tell you to fear, then you lose control, they gain control of you, and they can move you about how they choose, like a fucking chess piece on a board, folks. It's as simple as that. There should be no fear whatsoever. There certainly should be no fear of dying, folks. The only thing I fear for in my life, and I've done, is for the future, folks. For a future generation to exist. Yep. And the point of this video, again, must not be missed, folks. I think about that scamdemic nonsense and the controls that came off of that, folks. Just unreal. Absolutely unreal. To a point where people are now rushing to take any injections that they can get, whether these things are tested or not, whether they are safe and effective or highly unsafe and very defective, as is proven to be. So just have a think about fear. Have a think about what you truly fear, folks, and ask yourselves why. Because if we didn't fear the governments, and we didn't fear the propaganda, and we didn't fear these things that they're fucking throwing at us, folks, then they would have no control whatsoever. They would have none. If we didn't fear them taking us to court over unpaid taxes and parking fines and this, that, and the other stupid fucking thing, folks, man-made nonsense, these so-called fucking laws and infringements, if we didn't fear them and we stuck together, because these fuckers that are doing this stick together, the politicians, they all stick together, stuck together like glue. And the majority of them are fucking bound together by this control system known as them being compromised. Yeah, they've all been put in these powers, positions of power anyway, folks, because they're compromised, because they will then do as they are told. Yeah, that's their fear, the control, the fear controlling them. The wealthy motherfuckers, the fear of losing their wealth and their perceived control. And the power that comes off of the so-called finances they accrue, yeah? And the absolute power they crave, which then corrupts them absolutely, folks. That's their fear. But when you're like me and you live with zero fear whatsoever, folks, then you are free, truly free as can be anyway. There's no controls over me, none, as I have proven over the past however many years, folks.